Good morning, everyone. This is Tina from Brace Schoolie. I'm in Tallahassee, Florida. It's about 9:35 in the a.m. and it's really cold. Just got home from work. It's 42 degrees in the bus. No heat is on and it's about 30 degrees outside. Making this video because I just had a very interesting morning. So I got off at 7:30. I went to employee health because Sunday night I was told I could get a COVID-19 test at employee health. I got there Monday morning when I got off work from Sunday night. They were there. So I went to work Monday night saying, hey, I went to employee health. No one was there. So they said, come Tuesday morning, which is today, between 7:30 and 8, and someone should be there to give me a COVID test. So for you guys who don't know, I am a travel nurse, a RN, MSN, Master's Prepared, Black Girls Rock, and all that. So I get there and I'm told I can't have a COVID-19 test despite working with COVID positive patients nightly, despite many of my coworkers being out of work for alleged COVID exposure. I was told by employee health that staff can only be tested if through employee health's investigation it was determined that I have been exposed, or if I have signs and symptoms that they determine may be COVID related. I spoke with the head of employee health and explained to her my reasoning for why wanting a COVID-19 test, including the fact that someone I provide transportation back and forth to work for explained to me that they feel as though they may be positive. And they continued to say I don't meet their criteria. Now, mind you, I am a travel nurse. I do not work for the company. I'm there as a guest to help provide care during this pandemic. And I fully understand how people who are non-symptomatic can transmit the virus despite wearing mask, because if you're not symptomatic you don't have to be tested and you just go on with your normal life and pray for the best. Felt very unappreciated, and I felt like, they put out in the media that, we have access to tests, we're being tested, we're being protected. I've been working COVID since September 2019, and I just can't say that that's the case. I really cannot. And I felt adamant that I didn't want to put my friends, family, the lady I buy groceries to, the mailman, nobody at unnecessary risk, because I could have possibly been exposed. My car is a 2019 Chevy Spark. So, that's a very close quarters to be with someone. We eat lunch together. We share a bathroom. We're on elevators together. We're very close quarters. So, I called the company in which I work for. And I'm just going to put their name out there. Aya Healthcare. And there is some bad things to say about Aya. But one of the major good things about Aya is they really take care of their nurses. Like, really. They were one of the first travel agencies that sent out a mass email and did a public broadcast stating that if we became positive while working with COVID patients, they would pay us for our time off, that we didn't have to worry about being out of work and not paid. So I called my IA recruiter, explained to her the situation, and without hesitation, she's like, Tina, just go ahead and get the test. We will pay for it without question. Go and get the test wherever you need to get the test from. And if you incur a fee, we would pay for it. And it's just amazing, like, the information that is pandered, and how people say how much they appreciate and all this, these frontline workers and nurses, but then when it really comes down to show their appreciation, it's just not there. It's just really not there. And I've been social distancing, living on my school bus, traveling in my school bus for 3 years now, since before the pandemic. So I get it. But at the same time, I'm a nurse. Been a nurse for 10 years. And I understand my responsibility to the community. But I just really don't think, like, the reality of that I put my life at risk. I have kids, I have grandkids every day for my community, for this healthcare organization. And I can't even get a COVID-19 test for my peace of mind because I don't meet the criteria that they developed. So, I did have the option to go to the Bragg Stadium. The line was around the building. It's like 30 degrees freezing outside. I don't even have a coat because normally in the wintertime I work in Yuma. And I'm just literally tired. I've been up since 3 o'clock yesterday, 3 p.m. yesterday. And I still have to go back to work tonight. And I'm like totally stressed. I don't do videos like this. I'm not an emotional crier or anything. But like I said, I've been doing COVID since 2019, September of 2019, before our country even recognized that it was a problem. And I guess the reality just really set in of how much we were just a number. Just a number, just somebody there as a number. They say they care. They don't. They really don't. Needless to say, I will be at work tonight, and I'll be at work every other night because they could never pay me enough or show me enough empathy or sympathy to do what I do. I do what I do because I genuinely care for my patients, and I'm proud to be a nurse. I really am. I just pray that if anything ever was to happen to me, or if God see fit, that I not survive the corona pandemic, that my friends, family, patients, and everyone know that it's not the money. It's not the money. It's not the lifestyle. It's not the scrubs. I genuinely care about what I do, and I am proud to be a nurse. But the reality is, the government, the organizations, all of them, they just don't care. And somewhere lost in the mix of this, it's the general public, and it's the frontline workers. We're just like lost, just praying that we could survive and have the mental fortitude to make it another day. See you guys. I have to go to sleep.